word fintech companies. So in this video, we'll try to know about what is a fintech company, how do fintech companies works and why fintech is important, how do banks, Indian banks use these fintech companies and what are the top 5 fintech companies in India. Okay friends, let's start our video. And one more thing friends, please do subscribe my channel if you are watching first time my channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. Friends, this subscriber number motivates me a lot to do more videos. And one more thing friends, don't forget to hit like button and share button. Okay, let's move in this video. Now let's we know about what is fintech company. Fintech, the word is combination of financial technology. So fintech is nothing but abbreviation of financial technology. It aims to compete with traditional methods of finance. So these fintech companies are competing with traditional methods of finance, and these fintech companies providing financial services by integrating software and modern technology. So the services which are include online money transfers, loans, mobile payments, depositing a check with your smartphone, and managing investments and many other things without going to bank or financial institution. So these are services are providing to customers by using latest technology. That's why we are calling it as a financial technology, that is as fintech. How do fintech companies work? As we know already, fintech refers to the integration of technology into offerings by financial services companies in order to improve their use and delivery of consumers. So here fintech divided into two segments. One is B2B and another one is B2C. So B2B refers business to business, B2C refers business to client or customer. So when it comes to the B2B business, so business to business, so before fintech was developed, businesses would go to banks to obtain loans and financing. But with the advent of fintech, businesses can easily get loans, financing and other finance services through mobile technology. Additionally, cloud-based platforms and even customer relationships management services like Salesforce, CRM. So B2B services that allow companies to interact with financial data to help improve their services. Now when it comes to the second segment, B2C, so business to client. Of course, fintech has many business to clients or B2C applications like Cash Apps, Paytm, PhonePe, GPay, PayPal and Apple Pay. So all allow customers to transfer money via internet or mobile technology and allow customers to manage their finances and expenses. Much of the banking industry's first foray into the fintech were focused on B2C, so business to client or customer, applications like lending and payment services. And guys, we need to know really about why fintech is important. Yes, really fintech is important. Why means it is universal, it is cheaper, it creates economic growth, it's more secure and also it's empowering businesses. So why it is universal? First we need to say thanks to the power of internet. In today's amazing technology, financial services have never been more accessible. So no matter where your company is located, all you need is Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is to enter into mesmerizing the fintech world. It is cheaper. So compared to corporate and retail banks, the solutions offered by fintech are often cheaper. The fintech company is saying, although traditional banks have online services for accessing accounts and transferring money, they aren't on the cutting edge of customers friendly technology and they are still depend on the fees they charge. And one more thing, it creates economic growth, as I told recently reported by CNBC in January that fintech companies raised a record of $39.6 billion in 2018. So more specifically in China alone, the adoption rate is 95% due to money transfer and payment apps. So this confirms that fintech not only helps the economy grow but has established a new successful career in the industry. And why it is more secure? Because many people are arguing how reliable fintech is when it comes to security. But in many cases, However, it is actually safer than traditional banking. And finally, it is, as I told, it is empowering businesses. Yes, fintech offers solution in which all businesses can have enormous benefits. Small and medium enterprises need economic growth more than well-established companies, and they are frequently face difficulty in securing the financing. So they need in order to flourish. Innovative fintech products are efficient and effective and give SMEs access to variety of rich funding options. So these options are tailored to the needs of small businesses and include marketplace lending, merchant and e-commerce finance, invoice finance, online supply chain finance, and other online trading finance also. Key role to play in reducing poverty, creating jobs, increasing gender equality, and improving food security. It will also provide better data and as a result decrease the perceived risk profile of the frontier countries, which will lead to more capital for unbanked. So in a short form, fintech can bring economies to life. Friends, you can also follow our channel in Telegram, Facebook and Instagram. So these links I have given in description section. Now the other important thing is how do banks use these fintech companies? So the financial services sector is complex and fast moving. So banks had always been in the driving seat. But today, banks well aware of the possible financial implications and impact the fintech revolution so could have on their reputation of the banks. So in the 2018 World Retail Bank report points out that how poorly banks are doing in the key area of customer satisfaction. So only 50% of customers rate their banking experience as positive, whether at the bank's branch, via mobile app or their website. So that's exactly what innovative fintechs have in their sight. So aiming to woo those unhappy customers away. So to keep their position of financial caretakers in a multi-pronged ecosystem, so now banks are increasingly focusing on digitizing core business process and reviewing organizational structure and culture. So challenger banks and fintechs do digital better, faster and cheaper. If banks want to keep up with challenges and continue to lead, they will need a strategy that connects their customers with their digital lifestyle, and even their personal values. So they will need to adapt, and if they manage to blend a human touch with the digital service that align with today's customer expectation, creating a win-win situation, they could be in pole position for another few decades. Now we see what are the top 5 fintech companies in India. So demonetization may have accelerated these fintech companies, but somewhat it has affected on India's economy. Now when we see top 5 fintech companies in India, out of 5, the 5th position fintech company is Lending Card. So Lending Card, it is an online finance company and it is dedicated to help entrepreneurs and small businesses with working capital loans. So working capital loans means this Lending Card provides unsecured loans to small and medium enterprises in India. So the Lending Card is founded by Harshavardhan Lunia and Mukul Sachin in 2014. Now when it comes to the 4th position fintech company is Pine Labs. Pine Labs, it is founded by Rajul Garg and Tarun Upadhyay, founded in 1998. This Pine Lab processes payments worth of $30 billion every year through its network of 140,000 merchants across 3,700 cities in India, Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Now when it comes to the 3rd fintech company, Policybazaar. So Policybazaar is India's largest online insurance aggregator, and it was founded by our Ashish Dania, Alok Bansal and Avnish Nirjar in 2008. So Policybazaar is an Indian insurance aggregator, as I told, and is a global financial technology startup. It provides a digital platform, website and app where users compare financial services from major insurance companies. So they can compare all major insurance companies' policies. So this startup is headquartered in Gurgaon, Haryana. Now when it comes to the top 2nd position fintech company in India is PhonePe. So PhonePe Private Limited, PhonePe, it is an Indian e-commerce payment system and digital wallet company. The headquarters of PhonePe is Bangalore. This PhonePe was founded by Sameer Nigam and Rahul Chare. They founded in year 2015. And the mobile payment app startup was acquired by Flipkart in 2016. So in 2016, this PhonePe acquired by our Flipkart e-commerce company. Now when it comes to the top first fintech company in India is Paytm. Vijay Shekhar Sharma started this Paytm. It is India's most valuable unicorn in 2010. So it is a Paytm, it is as I told, largest leading payment gateway, so that offers you to transfer cash into integrated wallet via online banking, debit cards and credit cards, or even by depositing cash via selected banks and partners. So using the money in Paytm wallet, you can pay for a number of goods without using any cash. So these are the top 5 fintech companies in India. So first one is Paytm, second one is PhonePe, third one is Policybazaar, fourth one is Pine Labs, and fifth one is LendingKart. Here we missed some other which are also popular fintech companies like BillDesk, BharatPe, Khaatabook, etc. And one more big fintech all over the world is Google Pay, that was GPay. So GPay has made a huge impact on India. So friends, that's all for today's video on fintech companies. So thanks for bearing with me till the video end, and if you like this video, please hit like button and share among your friends. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Jai Hind.